Welcome back, guys, to CFL Central. CFL content for the fans, by the fans, and we have our preview here of Week 12 of CFL action. We got 4 games coming up. They should be a mixture of games, and we could get a real big surprise, but we will have to see. But we're going to start off with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers hosting the Montreal Alouettes. So the Bombers fresh off after a sloppy victory over the Calgary Stampeders, and the Alouettes off of a narrow victory over the Red Blacks with a little bit of a comeback at the end. So it looks like Cody Fajardo is going to be ready for this game, I believe. And we know that Zach Collaros is going to be ready for this game. He's back in the lineup for the Bombers. Besides that, doesn't look like any other lineup changes there. I think, pretty sure Janarian Grant is still out. I don't know. Is there any more lineup changes on the Alouette side of things?
I was just looking that up.
But overall, how do you feel about this game? So the Bombers are 8-2-0, and then the Alouettes are 6-3-0. So
so as far as the Alouettes go, they're missing 2 offensive linemen and a wide receiver.
You know what I will say that's funny about that?
Make that 2 wide receivers because one of them's doubtful.
Oh, I see. So the Alouette, because the thing here about the Alouettes is that the Alouettes are looking to really secure. I mean, realistically, they have secured that second spot in the East, but so I think it's important for them to just kind of keep that momentum going, and even though they're going to what?
So you do realize that all we have to do is pull a lucky horseshoe out of our behind.
Yeah, well, I mean, based off what I've seen recently from the Ticats,
Who knows if it will? Who knows if it won't?
Yeah,
but we just have to win.
You guys can make the playoffs.
Listen, you're playing a rookie quarterback.
Not second.
Hey, listen, there's been years where we've gone like 7-1 in like the second half. So anything's possible.
Anything's possible. That doesn't make it likely. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm saying the Alouettes most likely will finish in second.
Okay, so let me throw this out for you. With Edmonton's win last week, Edmonton's possible win this week, now you're possibly throwing the tidbits of a possible crossover. Then all they basically have
I wasn't
to do
talking about a crossover. I was talking about second place in the East.
I'm just saying, like, anything's like with who's beaten who this year, anything is possible.
Yeah, it would really depend.
That's all I'm saying.
It will depend. Now one thing I will say that is a little bit deceiving about the schedule, and I'm just going to quickly make this point and then get back to the game, is that the Riders are 5-5, and their next 2 games are against yours truly. And if it goes the way I hope, they will be 5-7 at the end of that. But the game we are dealing with right now, let's not get too sidetracked, is the Alouettes against the Bombers in Winnipeg. So, again, Collaros coming back. Not a whole lot of receiving options when it comes to the Alouettes because, realistically, you're throwing to Austin Mack. That's pretty much it.
And Sneed. And Sneed and Philpott. That's it.
Yeah. And Sneed and Philpott have been all right, but Austin Mack is your absolute steady go-to. I expect when Collaros comes back in, we're going to see a lot of moves to Wolotarski. I expect Kenny Lawler to kind of be, I guess, making the rounds like he did when he had his first game back. Well, I guess his first 2 games back.
So, now, I'm going to mention this, and I know you're going to hate to say it, but you're going to agree with me. This game against Montreal all depends on what Bombers team you get. You get.
I wouldn't say it all depends. Do
you get the second half? Do you get a 60-minute game?
Well, I would say that is a big factor. Although, you know what I will say is a big factor?
Al's offensive line.
Yep. Willie Jefferson. So we got Jefferson, Jeffcoat, Thomas, and Walker. Those are your front 4. Not gonna lie, if we get the Alouettes O-line that I have seen this season, then I'm like imagining a Jake Thomas freight train heading towards Cody Fajardo. And this would be, and if the Bombers win and Jake Thomas plays the way he can, you're damn right the Bomber game is going to be called Thomas the Tank Engine. You're damn right it would absolutely be called that, because that's just too good not to use. But it's one of those ones where at the end of the day, I think the Alouettes, as they showed at least against the Red Blacks, have the ability to put pressure. They're able to win that game against Ottawa with their comeback. I don't think they'll be winning their game against Winnipeg, but I think it's possible that they'll be able to put some pressure on us. But I got to go with my Blue Bombers on this one.
I mean, let me just put it this way before I give you my pick.
Yep.
If Dom Lagala can beat BC, Fajardo can beat Winnipeg.
Okay, no. But it's
Am
not
I
Fajardo.
picking
It's the
Owls?
Alouettes. No. You're forgetting all the other offensive line shit places. You're forgetting. You're trying to cut out the shittiness. It's possible. I don't think it's happening.
But I mean, Elks beat us.
I mean,
Calgary
we
beat Toronto.
We lost to the Red Blacks, and the Red Blacks lost to the Alouettes. We could lose to the Alouettes. I just don't think it's happening. And I fucking hope after what I watched on the field last week, that's not happening. So that's my prediction. And then our second game is going to be...
I will say the Bombers are going to win. And then if the Bombers lose, you're going to say, God damn it, fucking Rick.
Yep. I will. I will. You know I will. But let's get into our second game of the week, which is the Calgary Stampeders versus the Toronto Argonauts. Imagine after watching the shitstorm of Calgary last week, if Toronto somehow lost to the Stamps twice.
So, you know what? I'm actually going to go back here because I'm actually curious to see.
What are you curious to see?
Let me go back here. When was that? That was week 9. Because there's a key player that...
You're cutting out.
And I want to see if he played.
Can you please repeat that? You were cutting out.
Kadeem Carey, where he beat Toronto. Oh, Kadeem Carey was not in the game when they beat Toronto.
Oh.
And Kadeem Carey will not be playing this Friday.
Oh, so so are you gonna take Calgary on the superstition?
No. I'm just going through the whole injury list because I seen
Kadeem Carey not playing both games. Coincidence? I think not. Like that dude from The Incredibles or whatever.
And this game will be in Toronto, so.
Ooh.
And it's the C&E game, so it will be interesting to see if they get a big crowd or not.
I see. I mean, you always.
But I mean, other than that,
you're cutting out again.
Lewis is questionable. He hasn't practiced all week. That's going to be a horrible thing as Toronto goes.
Yep.
Unger is questionable because he's been limited all week with an ankle injury. Priester's out. The punter has not practiced all week.
And this is for Calgary? Toronto.
Yeah, John Haggerty hasn't practiced all week, so he's questionable. Chances are he'll probably play.
Yeah, I mean the thing for me is like it was nice seeing the Stamps beat the Argos. I don't see it happening twice. And honestly, it's looked like it has looked like the Riders have now passed the Stamps. Even though the Stamps on paper should have the better team, the Riders have performed like as much as like not gonna lie, I'm not on the Dolagala is God train like I'm seeing some people on, but like I'm not going to deny the fact that as a team, Saskatchewan has been playing better as of recent than the Stamps, with the Stamps having a much healthier team, especially a quarterback situation. So I'm at the point where there's no more excuses for Calgary to be above Saskatchewan. Not anymore. So I'm going to take the Argos. I don't see them losing twice to the Stamps. Not twice.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we see the Toronto team that beat Red Blacks a couple of weeks ago. And it seems like Chris Phillips is like the number one receiver for Chad Kelly, because you don't even see Curly Gittins getting many yards for some reason.
No, that's true. That's true. That's kind of where he's been targeting it. So we'll both take the Argos, it sounds like, for that one. But our next game of the week, we have the Hamilton Tiger Cats versus the BC Lions in BC. So not a good bounce back opponent to have to go against. I mean, because the Lions are going to be pissed off. They just lost to the Rough Riders. And no one in the CFL should be more pissed off than the Hamilton Tiger Cats after losing to the 2023 Edmonton Elks.
I mean,
so, here's the thing: BC plays well at home. They do. Their home record is good.
I mean, do I think Powell stands a chance of getting a victory out in BC? No.
Although, you know what I will say? You guys lost to a team that has an abysmal home record. So maybe, just maybe, playing against a team that is the opposite, you get the opposite result, Maybe? No, definitely not.
I mean, I can't see one of our quarterbacks coming back for another 2-3 weeks.
I mean, Bo Levi Mitchell,
possibly
he didn't really catch on the way that that you guys hoped. If I were you, I'd hope for Schiltz back. That's what I'd hope for.
Oh, Schiltz will be back before Mitchell does.
And that's good, honestly, because I think honestly I think the Ticats should seriously take a look at Schiltz. Obviously, when Billy Levi Mitchell comes back, you'll throw him into the mix. But if you can get a good sample size out of Schiltz,
our problem is our offensive line.
I see.
I just think Schiltz is better than Powell.
No, he 100% is. No question, in my eyes at least. But it's going to be one of those things where I think you guys are going to have a lot of trouble with the BC Lions defensive line and their defensive structures. Even though it hasn't been the greatest as of since, like, I still am a firm believer that that BC's has got one of the best. They got one of the best defenses in the league. They really do. And Ryan Phillips, what he's been able to do with the defense of the BC Lions has been quite something. Whenever the TSN camera pans onto the side and you see him literally like doing cartwheels, jumping, losing his mind, like my brother at like 2:00 in the morning, it is quite a sight to see. I'm just going to tell you right now. But I do believe that he's the guy that they need to get it done. He's done it before, and I can see him doing it again.
The two main factors that are going to come out of this game is the offensive line and the penalties.
Yeah. Yes. No, you guys really, the Ticats have this habit of just staring at their foot and just going bang, 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 and just shooting themselves in the foot repeatedly with penalties.
I mean, ideally, Perkins, the offensive line for BC the other day, got 4 procedure penalties the other day. So, I mean, and I hate
but it's not even that. You guys will take illegal blocks. You guys will take like no yards, like not even just procedure penalties, but all that other stuff, unnecessary roughness. Like, Ticats have struggled with that.
I mean, in an ideal theory for me, I would love to, in an ideal theory, I would love for Adams to get injured Evans.
No,
oh no, Evans isn't even
no,
cleared yet.
I'm stopping you right there.
That just ruins my whole theory.
No, I'm stopping you right there. We don't hope for any injuries. We never hope injuries. We never hope for injuries, Rick. I'm stopping you right there. I'm like, as much as it's convenient, this is someone's livelihood. We cannot hope for injuries, Mr. Rick.
I'm just saying my ideal theory would be
like, and you're talking
Adams
about
goes down.
And you're talking simply in terms of to the Tiger Cat success, not because you actually hope it from a human perspective, correct?
Yes. No.
Okay.
In my ideal theory,
to be clear.
No, in my ideal theory for us to win, Adams goes down with an injury, Evans comes in, throws 6 picks, and we win. But ideally, Evans is not back up.
You know what I hear?
It would be Dominic Davis.
You know what I hear when I see that? When you give me that theory? The Ticats win because a former Ticat just fucking blows it. So the Ticats suck so that the Ticats can win. That's what that theory essentially is.
And I mean, don't forget, Kongbo makes his return to BC too. So
lovely. He can go and take all those other penalties that you guys just need. All those unnecessary roughness penalties for all the guys that said that he was a locker room cancer. You said I was a locker room cancer on Twitter. Fuck you. Bang. Like, I'm sorry. I'm imagining.
I'm just hoping that our team has. So another two small theories that I want to say before we give our predictions is hopefully Legio has a better game.
Yeah.
And 2.
Oh, I fucking forgot about that.
We score more than 2 bloody freaking offensive touch.
Yeah, I know.
That's all I want on my Christmas list.
Yeah, you guys. I will say your Wi-Fi has been like cutting out a little bit, so the people who are watching this are gonna get a little bit of that. But more than 2 offensive touchdowns, definitely need that. I agree with your assessment there. So at the end of the day, though, I gotta go for the Lions.
I don't care what anyone says. There has to be an upset this week. I have 2.
I have my upset.
Win. I'm hoping Ticats pull out some miracle and beat the BC Lions. Will they? No. But for some reason, every time that I pick against Ticats do horrible.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick my lovely Ticats for this. Just to go off a deep end and be odd and weird. But you never know. The football gods could be listening and say, we're going to give him a win. That's right. Hoping and praying. But we will go to our last game of the week.
Our last game of the week where I think they're going to do it, boys. They're going to do it. They're going to get it done. Look at it. Do the Edmonton Elks win their first game at home? Do they against the Ottawa Red Blacks? Do they? They might. They got their first win of the season. Trey Ford, the masterclass Trey Ford, gets them a victory over the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and the Ottawa Red Blacks utterly blow it against the Montreal Alouettes. So here's the question. In front of the grand total of about 2,000 people, only 100 of them probably paid because the rest of them have the essentially season tickets to the Elks. Are the Elks going to get it done? Honestly, I have to imagine the ticket sales for this game should be decently good after that win, because if there's hope for a win, like the Elks have a few windows to get that home win. They had it at the start of the year with Saskatchewan when Saskatchewan's off that rocky start. This is the time. This is the time. I've bet against the Elks every single game this year, but I am betting for the Elks in this game. I am all about that Edmonton Elks getting that victory. Trey Ford, world peace has been achieved. There are no more wars Everyone has come to peace. That's sadly not how it works. But the point is that the most pathetic sports team in the history of North American sports might become slightly less pathetic as of Sunday, August 27th, or slightly more pathetic. We will have to see.
So my question that I'm going to throw out to you is, do you think Chris Jones is kicking himself in the butt because had he have listened to everyone, started Trey Ford at the beginning of the year instead of stupid Cornelius, they probably would have had more wins.
No,
I'm not saying
I'm going
that
to tell you why
had...
Chris Jones is not kicking himself in the butt. The reason Chris Jones isn't kicking himself in the butt is because he's going to do like the Vince McMahon treatment. Like, it was me all along. I always knew it was him. Like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You played fucking Cornelius. He's going to take, like, they're going to get their win at home, and he's going to be like, I'm sorry, but my masterclass fucking of a work, like, made this happen. And it's like, no, it didn't. Your masterclass ran you into the fucking dirt, and Trey Ford has dug you out of it. But the thing is that we won't even know if he's done that yet, because the Elks still don't have that win at home. I don't even know how many losses it is. I think it's at least 22, right? All I know is that the last time they won at home, they were called the Eskimos. But we can't talk about that.
So here's my question.
Yep.
Is Braylon Addison has been practicing full for the last 3 weeks. When do you think he actually starts?
If you're the Red Blacks,
and plays
this week. You you lost last week in Alouette's comeback. That's annoying. You need him this week, and you need to use him. They like Braylon Addison. We've had a good chat with Braylon Addison. Good receiver, good dude. Gotta say though, he has been underutilized. They just haven't utilized him much. He's a good talent, but they just really haven't done anything with him. So it's one of those things
Could you imagine if this game goes down to the wire and somehow the Crumless pulls out his magic play and just stabs the heart of the Elk fans with like 9 seconds left and runs in a touchdown to win?
and you know what's funny about that? Because when it comes to giving Elks fans hope and then crushing it, as a Bomber fan, I know how you can do that. I know how you can do that. My team did it. We almost blew it against them, but we came back and we made them all sad. So, and bro, like with the Elks being the ones to injure Caleras, imagine if they injured Dustin Crum. Who the fuck, like Tyrell Pigram? Okay. Like Pigram's
you still have Arbuckle. Shimmer me timbers.
Ping pong legend Nick Arbuckle. He's like, you know what they really need to do? They need to bring the ping pong table onto the sidelines, have it like propped up halfway, like, you know how you play ping pong like by yourself, like instead of like the punter who's like punting into the mesh and like preparing,
like the Forrest Gump days.
He's like sitting there. He's like, I'm just waiting to sling it, man. I'm slinging it. He's playing fucking ping pong. Like, I'm sorry. I heard he's a big ping pong's fucking cool. But, like honestly, cool fucking pregame. Like, I wish I could play ping pong before all of my football games. I wish I was able to do that, but I wasn't because I was playing like just normal high school, and we didn't have cool shit like that. Say what you want. He's in.
That'd be funny if you had a ping pong team back in high school.
Oh, it's probably gonna be a thing. It's probably gonna be a thing in the future. I wouldn't be surprised. I remember when I heard my school had a trivia team, and I was like, what? But it was a thing. But anyways, we're getting sidetracked. So for the result of this game,
we're both going Elks.
We're both going Elks.
We're both going Elks.
We're both going Elks. And as they say, instead of ducks fly
the
together,
fat lady's
Elks
gonna finally sing.
Walk through the forest briskly together. They're gonna get it done.
And don't get hit by a car.
They're gonna get it done.
Hey, Carter.
Yeah.
It's a deer. Deers get hit by cars in Alberta.
It's unfortunate. It would be unfortunate if they got hit by a car. That would be pretty crummy.
But
Look at that. See, you're old enough to find that dad joke fucking hilarious.
Or I was gonna say, or a train wreck.
Well, it's a bit of both. But we're both going for the Elks because we're out of our minds, and we want to believe because it's fun. And then if they fail, it's funny because we're giving them the go ahead. But if they fail, it's even funnier because it's like, the
only other time that they have a chance is in a couple of weeks with Calgary at home.
And imagine if
that is their.
That's the hilarious thing. Like the Ticats aren't winning this week, and so the Redblacks are like, all right, we can gain some ground on them Ticats. And imagine they don't, and they lose to the Elks in Edmonton as the fucking result.
Or the Elks Elks win their last game of the season against Fajardo.
Oh, well, we'll wait till then though. We're only at week 12 right now, so that was our week 12 predictions.
I know.
Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe if you've not already. Rick, do you have one last thing to get in there?
I just can't believe that we only have, after this, we have 9 weeks left of the regular season.
I know, it seems crazy. And then we got playoffs, and I think we'll do each of the playoffs games as individual videos, reviews, and preview for each playoff game.
Then yours truly will be at the Grey Cup.
We're, you know what's gonna happen?
And I will be in attendance. And also, I will be in attendance for the CFL Awards.
Ooh.
In Niagara Falls this year.
Ooh, I didn't even. You're first telling me this right now. Actually, that'll be hype. We're gonna have you get some footage. I'm gonna make sure you do that. But yeah, we'll make sure to cover that.
For any Bomber players that win.
Yes, exactly. For the Bomber players that clean sweep the awards. But anyways, make sure you guys like, share, and comment down below. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter as well as Instagram, which is in the description down below. And if you guys like listening to your podcasts and videos on Spotify, you guys can do that at CFL Central on Spotify. And until next time.
Also, one other thing that I will say. If you like to see Carter and Zach look like they shit themselves, head over to Nolan Hockey Podcast, to watch the Star Wars video because the thumbnail looks like they both shit themselves scareless. Cannot confirm nor deny.
Anyways, we will see you guys next time.